Hey, what's up you guys? Craft Farms here. I'm gonna do a little update video since I'm kind of sitting here waiting for my ride. If you guys saw my post on Instagram, and I think I put it on my Facebook page too, I don't remember. But the reason that there's been no videos is because of what I am currently sitting in. I am currently sitting in Venturi 350 with a case, I believe it's an 810 spreader box on it. Similar to the Case Titan, I think it is. The Case, was it like a 4540 spreader that you guys have seen me use in videos in the past and whatnot. Yeah, it's similar to that, just a different cab. It's not a Case cab on it. But yeah, I'm just sitting here. Me and my boss apparently weren't on the same page. Because I asked him, because I need to spread those two fields, and he was making it sound like that one needed to be spread tonight. And, you know, I even asked him, you know, spread this one tonight, bring, you know, then bring it back home, or, you know, whatever. Or back to the plant, and, you know, my understanding was I was going to get loaded with some fertilizer. I was going to take that, put fuel on this, and bring it up here and spread that field tonight and then go back. No. I was supposed to load it and fuel it and then park it and bring it up here in the morning. And as I'm like halfway through my hour drive, my boss calls me. Where'd you go? I'm at the Hazen turn right now. Oh, you left? Yeah, I thought I was supposed to spread that field tonight. No. Oh, well, do you want me to turn around and come back? No, just take it up there. It'll be up there then right away in the morning. Because it's currently, what the hell time is it? It's like 7:30, 7:45, something like that. Yeah, I've been here for exactly a week. I started last Tuesday, and since then, with where I'm at right now for hours, at this exact moment, I'm over 80 hours in 1 week. So in 1 week, I've worked a normal person's 2 weeks. But, oh well, check will be nice. But, yeah, so I'm just waiting for my ride to come get me and take me back to the plant, and then I'm going to talk to my boss and see if he needs me to stay later tonight, or if when I get back I can just head home, because I'm planning on being back at the plant at like 7 in the morning, which means I need to be leaving town by like 6:30. And then get to the plant, get the semi loaded, and get the semi up here. So that way I have fertilizer to spread the, let's see, it's about roughly 170 acres right here. And then he was talking about throwing in a couple more. He's going to get a hold of one of the landowners. And there's some land somewhere near me, kind of on my way back, I think, apparently, or something. I don't 100% know. It was what he was saying, that somewhere on my way back, he didn't exactly say where, but he's going to talk to that landowner, and there's a couple hundred acres there that, you know, I can spread this 200, you know, almost 200 acres, and then start making my way back and go spread those couple hundred acres, and then make my way back. So it's going to be a long day, and I'm going to have to be up by like 5:30 or so. So that way I have time to pack my lunch and all that fun stuff and get going for the day and whatnot. But, you know, oh well, if I don't go home right away when I get back. I mean, it's an hour drive back. So even if I was to go back to the plant right now, it'd be like 8:30, almost 9. So yeah. By the time my ride gets here, it's probably going to be another half hour. Because I don't know where my ride is even. But, you know. Yeah, it's going to be a late one. Again. But, oh well. It's extra money in the bank, I guess. But, yeah, so this is kind of the reason that there haven't been any videos. Is because I have been working. I mean, I worked 7 days in a row, so, you know, there really isn't time to make a video. Normally I'm at the plant by 7:30, so that means I'm leaving by 6:30, 7 in the morning. I'm normally not leaving the plant until 10, usually about 10, so it's usually like 10:30, quarter to 11 by the time I get home. So yeah, there isn't much time for me to make videos, at least a farm sim. But when I do get my first check, which will be a week from tomorrow, well, that's the payday, but my first check is being mailed to me, so it'll probably be like next week, Thursday or Friday or something like that. But once I get my first check, I have to pay my truck payment and my insurance payment and a couple of other things. And then if I have the money left, I want to look at getting a GoPro and talking to my boss and seeing, you know, if I could get the okay to make video while I work. And, you know, I don't know if he will give me the permission or not. That's obviously up to him, but yeah, so yeah, I might try and see if I can maybe get some video of that for you. We'll see. So I'm sure there's probably gonna be some of you guys that ask about the machine. I don't know a whole lot. I know it's quick. This thing has a top speed of 50 miles an hour, so it moves down the road. Spreading, I can usually spread about 20 miles an hour, so I can spread pretty quick as well. I don't know, I wish it was a John Deere, because the John Deere, the Green Star system is so much easier to run than the Case. It's a little simpler, especially when it comes like to your straight AB lines and like changing your direction from running north-south to changing to east-west, or, you know, running at an angle. I had a field the other day. I pulled in, I did my 2 headlands around it, and then went to go start spreading up and down, and it had me running diagonal. And so then I had to like make a whole new GPS line in the next field, because I couldn't make a new one in the field I was in, because I'd already just made that boundary, and so it would have messed all that up. It would have been just a absolute disaster. But yeah, and it but I don't know. But it's, I mean, it's an okay system. I mean, I got here, if I press this is my rate. That's how, you know, that's where I can choose how much product comes out per acre. It's just set at 225, but it's going to be set to 275 when I actually start spreading tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about changing it now. Actually, we will change that to, 275. And then I'm not going to set it now, but then it gets set to auto. And then that's how we run it. This needs to be changed though. This needs to be set to 48. Whoops. Cancel. For my density because I measured it with that little thing when I got loaded. And then here it'll show how many acres I've run. Here you can set how full the machine is. I normally never touch that. This right here, this middle auger is what fills right there. And you can also see it on this camera, and then that's my bin. There's supposed to be a backup camera and then a camera in the first bin, in the front bin, but those two aren't working. This one actually worked a little bit on my way up here. I don't know why or how, but anyhow. And then you can turn the fans on here to start spreading. This right here, this is to do with your GPS. This is your GPS. Not sure what that is or that. This shows that your booms are running. This is for your GPS line to show how on or off of it you are. This shows your passes. This shows the weather, I guess. This is your direction. This is for the AccuBoom, which, so when you're spreading, you know, let's say I have my headlands. When I get to the end where my headland is, it'll automatically shut each boom off once that boom is fully over an area that's already been spread. So, like, it doesn't shut off each individual nozzle or hose, whatever you want to call it. It just shuts off the individual boom. So that's what that is. And then this is for the GPS. This shows a digital gauge of how far off you are. This is for your GPS. So you can set, you know, I can choose an old number, and then, you know, I can go into 3 and delete the field boundary. And then normally all I got to do in here is I change the color to black, easier to see, set it to my right outer wing and hit record. And then this is your other GPS stuff. So yeah, and it's, excuse me, it is a very nice machine. It didn't take me as long to figure out how to run it as I thought it would. You know, because I've never run one of these machines. I've never used Case auto steer. So, you know, it was a learning experience the first day, but I had it down within an hour probably. But yeah, you know, this is a machine. I don't know what exactly blend I have in the box of fertilizer. I know there's a little bit in the bottom of it of some urea and AMS, I believe, from a field the other day. And then it got loaded on top of it. I know there was, I think it was potash, AMS, and urea, I think is what the mix is. I'm not positive. I didn't watch it get mixed. Because while they were mixing it, I was doing some other stuff. I was finding my route. Well, that's not. I was finding my route up here, you know, planning that out. So I didn't see exactly what he all put in there, but I know there's potash. I seen him scoop a little bit of that, and then there's AMS in there for sure. And like I said, I believe there's urea in here, but I'm not sure. But it's just for this little 20-acre field here. You know, this little guy right here. It's just for that little one, and then the rest of that field is going to be a different, it's going to be a different blend, which is what the truck will get loaded with in the morning. So, yeah. That's just a little bit of what I do. There's actually a guy seating right across the road. He was in field kind of behind me. When I pulled in here, he was basically right across the road from me in that field, and he was just folding up and getting ready to leave that field when I pulled in here, and then he moved over a field. So kind of been watching him. I see pickups chasing him with an anhydrous tank, which is what I've been doing all day long. I've been moving anhydrous tanks because there hasn't really been any spreading to do today. It's been windy, extremely windy for most of the day. Ooh, this hat's dirty. It's been extremely windy today. very, very windy. But it must be unhooking the anhydrous tank. But yeah, it's been extremely windy, so we weren't spreading earlier today, and so I've just kind of been helping the guy that fills anhydrous tanks. I've been, filling out the paperwork for him, writing down whose tank it is, how full it was when it came in, how full we filled it, how many gallons it is, when we filled it, that kind of thing. And then once the tanks are full, I'd move them down to the area where we park them, where they sit until the owner of it comes to get it. So, yeah, kind of been doing that today and yesterday. I did that, and then Sunday anhydrous was the only thing going, so that's what I had done Sunday as well. But, yeah, so been doing a little bit of everything, helping with anhydrous, helping with fertilizer, but now, because it's not a lot of the guys around here have been getting going yet, but now they're starting to get going more and more, so it's going to get busier and busier and busier. I'm going to have a lot of ground to cover. Thankfully, I'm not the only spreader. There is another guy that spreads as well, so it'll kind of get split between us, but still going to be a lot. My boss told me last year they had just about 50,000 acres that they spread. So if it's that or more this year, it's going to be insane. But I suppose I'm going to wait for my ride here and whatnot. But yeah, I just figured I'd update you guys on that and kind of show you the rig a little bit on the inside. I'm not going to go outside and walk around because it is still kind of windy. So you guys aren't going to hear me worth a crap anyways. But yeah, kind of an update of why there hasn't been anything. And this is just a temporary job. It only is going to last about 6 weeks or so, 6-7 weeks, something like that. And I'm 1 week in, so got another 5-6 weeks of this, about another month, a little over a month. So, but oh well, make the money while I can, and hopefully by the time this is done, this corona stuff will be all done and over with, and I can actually get a job again. Places will actually be hiring. But anyway, I'm gonna check on the status of my ride because I kind of been sitting here for a little while now. So yeah, thanks for watching, you guys, and I will make a video again as soon as I can, and see you guys then. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see y'all later.